in time. Jackie!
I just whipped myself into another dimension.
I know, I kind of did too. That hurt my hand a little bit. Too many whips. And I'm rocking my amazing hat and shirt.
Yeah. Who's your K-pop bias?
NCT 127, baby. Focus on all their faces. My bias is Johnny.
Do you know what's crazy? Okay, so Jackie literally said, we were talking about what to wear in this video, and Jackie said, oh, I want to wear my Blackpink hat. A couple moments later, we go on to social media, and they have posted that Miss Jisoo, Miss Queen of Korea herself, is going solo, baby.
Oh, it's such a good day to be a Blink. If you're a Blink, we're all hyped today. Queen Jisoo deserves her solo moment. Her voice is just so different than other people's. It's like I can pick her voice out of, like, I feel like if she was in any group, I would automatically know when she was singing. So I'm just so glad she's finally getting her solo moment.
Me too. I seriously cannot wait to hear her voice just by itself. I totally
Same.
agree with you. I say all the time that Jisoo has, like, my favorite voice in K-pop. So we're so excited. Anyway,
It was serendipity that I put on my Blackpink hat.
so our video today is Jackie and I wanted to kind of just give you a little tattoo tour. Just because we have a lot of fun tattoos, we feel like, so why not just give a little tour of them?
Let's go on tour today, baby.
And Melissa has some of the most iconic tattoos I've ever seen. They're your leg tattoos are so freaking cool, so good, and I feel like people just ask you about them, so it's like,
Oh, thanks, Jack.
let's talk about it.
Okay, I guess we can start with me. Jack, you put me on the spot.
I put you on blast. Let's talk about your iconic Scream tattoo.
Okay, so I have a tattoo of I like to say it was a love potion. That was the description that I gave to my tattoo artist. I will have Jackie put their name up here on the screen so you can find his Instagram. And so this was my second tattoo that I had gotten done by him. And it is a love potion with some hearts, a ghost face mask in the potion bottle, the iconic knife from Scream that is in every single movie, and then a telephone with the phone and the phone cord kind of wrapped around the love potion bottle, and then blood dripping, my favorite, a spider web as well to tie it into my other tattoo that I have by him. And I seriously, like, I won't even lie, I love this tattoo. I really do think that it says a lot about myself. Scream is one of my all-time favorite movies. Jackie and I literally are those people that have, like, comfort in Scream, in horror movies.
Oh my god, when we were in college, we were obviously roommates, and our senior year, every single, like, it was like for 2 months straight, every night when we went to bed, we would put on Scream, the original, on, like, the DVD player, and we would fall asleep to the sweet, sweet sounds of Ghostface killing people.
Yeah, I know.
I just feel like Scream is such an iconic franchise. Not only, I mean, it's definitely not, like, the scariest movie. It's not, like, the type of thing I don't think where people are up at night and think that, like, Ghostface is really in their house. Kind of like Hereditary and The Conjuring get you thinking.
When you think about it,
But when
though,
they came out, I bet it was like, people were really shook.
the first time you see it, I feel like when you wake up in the middle of the night, you know, to take your little pee, you look behind your shower curtain and you're like, is Ghostface behind the shower curtain? But I definitely agree with you. Once you've seen it, when you go into the theater and you see Scream 6, you don't really leave and are scared. But there's just something about the franchise, something about the nostalgia of it.
The music, the Red Right Hand song is just so iconic.
I told Jackie when I was getting this done, because it took forever. I think it took a good like 7 hours or so. When I was in the last hour, I literally just listened to Red Right Hand and Don't Fear the Reaper back to back for like the entire hour. I needed the music to get me through.
And the little things about that movie, seriously, the little things just make my heart so happy. The fact that Rose McGowan, obviously who plays Tatum, went and picked out Tatum's entire wardrobe from the mall seriously makes me happy every single time because her looks are iconic in that movie. Makes it hit better.
Yeah, so with the tattoo, I just love in every movie too, there's always ties to the boyfriend. The boyfriend's always suspicious for some reason. And that was why I really wanted to do a love potion more than anything else, to tie in that aspect of, you literally cannot trust anyone in that franchise, but I love it.
Yeah, that is such a good point. And it's also like, I feel like not only can you not trust anybody, but it's like, don't get attached to anybody because a lot of people aren't making it through.
Yep, exactly. I will move on then to the next one by this artist, which is the one that is on my thigh. This one is from the movie Trick or Treat. As you can see, this is the artist's specialty, this really Halloween scary vibe with the spider webs. The bats at the top, I love just the bats coming out of the top of it. And then my favorite thing about this tattoo is definitely the lights, the string of lights, because this is from the movie Trick or Treat, and that movie is another one where just the nostalgia of it, the comfort of it being Halloween, everyone is out trick-or-treating. Jackie and I have such strong memories of Halloween being kids. I swear when we were kids, it felt like every kid that we knew in the neighborhood was out. And when I watched Trick or Treat, when I see that in the neighborhood, I felt like that was how we grew up. So that movie just has like extra special place in my heart. So that's why I really wanted to get this tattoo. And
that the girl power in that movie is really, really strong. I mean, Wanda, her character of like, she basically gets knocked down and made fun of, and in the end she's like, F you all. Like,
is it Rhonda or Wanda?
Oh, you're right. I think it's Rhonda.
I think it's Rhonda too. I don't know though, but I agree with you. That's why I wanted it to be Rhonda. I love her that she's not afraid to be her weird self and to love Halloween and like teach them facts about Halloween.
About Samhain.
And it is pretty cold and heartless of her to just walk away as they're getting torn to shreds down there in that creepy, like, weird elevator.
The quarry.
The elevator by the rock quarry.
And that's like definitely my favorite Halloween movie, just because I feel like it is just so perfect for Halloween. It's not necessarily pop-out scares, but it's just creepy. The fact that it's obviously just taking place on Halloween and following different people's stories. It's just so aesthetically pleasing. And you know what I kind of am just realizing right now? There's really only one song in that movie. Like, that movie it has music, but it doesn't have any
That's a good point.
songs.
You mean the werewolf scene?
Except the werewolf scene. And that song is, like, so perfect for that scene, I feel like. That's just another movie where I feel like it's just so damn good.
Mm-hmm. So that's exactly why I needed to get another tattoo from another Halloween movie. This just makes me feel so comforted, so nostalgia. The candy in it, especially the way he did the candy, making it wrapped up almost like vintage Halloween candy. Love vintage Halloween. So that is where this came from. The candy corns. Love the lights.
I love the web on everything. It's just
Thank
so
you.
good.
I love the web too. And I love this big orange jack-o'-lantern. It just makes me so happy to look at. So those are the two by Angelo Perante. Let me know if you want a separate video of kind of like what it's like finding a tattoo artist online who is semi Instagram famous.
Clout.
Yeah, he's not Instagram famous. Like, he doesn't have 1 million followers, but he definitely has a lot, to the point where the first time I reached out to him, I was a little nervous. So let me know if you guys want a separate video just talking about what it's like messaging someone you see just on Instagram who's kind of a little farther away that you traveled to, that kind of thing. Let me know. I'll talk about that.
Didn't the drummer for Slipknot comment on the picture for what?
That you traveled to, that kind of thing. Let me know. I'll talk about that.
Didn't the drummer for Slipknot comment on the picture for one of those tattoos?
On my Scream one, yeah.
That's so
Jackie
freaking
throwing in my
cool.
clout.
I just love that. It's just so cool to me. It's like, it's just cool thinking that someone like that is looking at your tattoo. Like, that's so dope. Because it is. It is.
Thank you. It is
Welcome.
pretty crazy. So, the other two that I have on my leg are, I have two cute little kitties done by an amazing tattoo artist. Here is her page. She's seriously the best. She's so funny. I love hanging out with her. I wish I could just hang out with her all the time.
And you guys saw a little clip of Melissa getting that done in our last video for the birthday vlog. You saw how awesome her tattoo shop looks.
It's amazing. It's so cute, and it just makes you feel comfortable to sit in there and be relaxed. So she did both of these two on my calf area. The first one is a little just devil cat. A cat with a pitchfork and horns, just because cats are all little devils, but he is happy. He has blushing cheeks, a cute little devilish mustache, and I just love him. He's adorable.
So did you ask her for that design, or was that one she had already drawn up on her flash?
I'm glad you said that, because that one was one that was on her flash. The other two were custom designs, of course, things that I had reached out to the artist and said, I like these elements. He drew the design, and then I liked both of the designs, so I didn't have to change anything. This cat, the cat on the bottom, was Flash. She posted a picture and just said, does anyone want to come in? And luckily I had seen it on Instagram and I snatched him up. And then the other one that I just got, that one was a custom tattoo. So she had posted that she had some openings and I just said, I really want to do a cat and a bat mixed together. I love cats and I love bats. So she kind of just made this little like vampire cat crossover. So this little cat with a cute little vampire cape, a little purple vampire cat with a cute cape and red vampire bat wings, some glitter on the side of his wings.
Little teethers.
Yeah, some little snaggle teeth, and he is just so freaking adorable. Both of these, I just look at them and they're so cute. I think, again, they fit into my spooky vibe. These ones are definitely more playful, and then on the other side of my leg is the more spooky and creepy, but I really like the mix of them. And I just really love cats. I really love Halloween, and I really love cats.
So do you think you're going to get your whole leg tatted, that whole leg, since you already have basically the one side is almost primarily tatted, and now you're working on the inside, so...
I think I will. I don't think that I will get it, like, completely covered.
Like filler and all that.
Exactly. I do want there to be spaces, but I do think that it would be weird to, like, not have anything more on the upper thigh area. I feel like that might look strange, but luckily my boyfriend is an editor and a videographer, so a lot of the time before I get tattoos, I make him Photoshop them on me so I can see what
that's a great idea.
Yeah, I had him do that with the Scream one before because I had that design like a month in advance. So I have him do that. I would highly recommend it. You know, you guys can do things like that in apps that are free like Canva. That's a great way to see if you think it'll fit with other things. So thank you for asking, Jackie. I think I will fill it, but not completely top to bottom full.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of a bunch of filler pieces, and I feel like those tattoos are so good, they kind of deserve a little standout. Like, they don't need filler.
Thank you. I agree. You're so sweet. She's my biggest fan. Isn't she great, guys? Speaking of how great Jackie is, my tattoo to commemorate her on my foot. I'm not going to show you guys my whole foot.
You have to pay for that here.
Yeah, so we're not going to show you our entire paws on this channel.
But we both do have tattoos on our feet dedicated to the other.
And we got each other's signatures done when we were in high school. Thankfully, we both have nice signatures.
Yeah, except mine is huge compared to yours.
That's okay. One time this girl asked me, because mine is a little larger than Jackie's, one time this girl asked me in college, oh, you really like Jenny McCarthy? And I was just like...
Honestly, a lot of people said feet tattoos hurt really bad. I don't know if it's because mine is small, but I didn't think it hurt like that bad.
I thought mine hurt like hell.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe because mine was smaller.
I felt like it was like the devil himself took his fingernail and like etched your name into my foot. But it was short, luckily. I think then that tattoos on the feet like make your feet look really cute and just a little bit more dainty though. So if you do want something there, I just say go for it. Like Jackie said, they're usually pretty small. They're really fast. So
yeah, you don't have a whole lot of working room on your foot to really go crazy. So
even though it hurts, if you want a tattoo on your foot, go for it. I cannot link who did that because I literally don't remember who it was. I'm so sorry. I did a walk-in on a random street one day, so...
Yeah.
Okay, next one. We'll move up to the last one on my leg area. It is just this kind of paisley red design. Honestly, I just really like designs like this on the skin. I really like paisley designs. This tattoo specifically makes me think of my mom growing up. She loved designs like this. She would always draw things. She always had these paisley designs where it was like this shape, how it is with the curly on the bottom, the circle shape like that. So yeah, this just honestly is one of those. I just got it because I liked it. I really like red ink. I think it just makes the outside of my leg look pretty.
And Sarah Eve, that's who did your tattoo. She was like really cool.
Here she is. She was amazing. I love her too.
Two funny stories about that tattoo is when I'll never forget when you got it. I was gonna walk up and sit with Melissa when she was getting her tattoo. We were like 21, so you know when you're 21, everyone like your 21st year, you basically go ham with drinking, most people. And so I was about to walk up to Melissa's tattoo, and there was a bar really close, and people that I knew were there and were like, stop in for just one drink. And I thought it really was going to be just one drink. 3 drinks later, I was like, okay, I'm still going to go. I walk into the tattoo place, and they're like, you reek of alcohol. I felt so bad because it was just like,
oh, don't feel bad. It was just me and the girl who was tattooing, and I wasn't drinking, so she didn't care at all. It's not like Jackie was disruptive or anything.
I wasn't drunk or anything. I just, like, smelled like a bar.
I always laugh, though, because she took this Snapchat of me, and it was like, Twinnie is getting tatted, but she was lit, and she accidentally typed Twinkie is getting tatted.
Maybe I was a little lit.
Yeah, but Twinkie loves this tattoo. I think it's really great. And she's an amazing tattoo artist, so I would.
But then another amazing thing, which was so cool, was we went to the Princess Nokia concert last fall, October-ish, and the venue where we saw Princess Nokia was pretty small, and we had bought meet and greet tickets, and there were 2 other girls who got meet and greet tickets, only 2, and one of them was her tattoo artist. So it was a good vibe, though, because we all were, like, super chill, and Princess Nokia was, like, so calm, such a peaceful, calm aura.
Yeah, she has such an amazing energy, and it was so fun getting to meet her with this amazing tattoo artist who also has a very calming energy. Just 2 women who are really great at their crafts, and yeah, it was amazing, and I love this tattoo. So especially if you guys need a great cover-up, go check out her page. She does great work.
It's always, I feel just, you know, way better giving my money to people when they're really kind and, like, honestly great people. So it's always nice when you find a tattoo artist who's just a really cool individual. Mm-hmm. I would honestly love to be a tattoo artist one day because I do like to draw and all that stuff. So maybe.
I tell her all the time that she should.
Maybe one day.
Okay, I'll just quickly talk about the last of my tattoos. So on my shoulder, I have girl power. There is a picture, pretty self-explanatory. It's just girl power, and I got this one during the Me Too movement from a local female tattoo artist who had this as like a female flash sheet, and I just loved it. So I have that on my shoulder. It's very cute. Just adds a little something. And it's a message I always will stand for, of course. So that is that. I have a Bible verse on my rib cage. I got that when I was in high school. I just think that this Bible verse is really inspirational to me. It's something that makes me think of my dad. My dad has a really strong faith, and this is definitely a verse that he has said to me before. So that those two are just pretty self-explanatory. You can read them. They hold special meanings to me. And
I forgot about your family tattoo.
oh yeah, so I have that one on my hip. Jackie and I have matching tattoo. Another one.
That's another one though. It's like a lot of people in our family have this tattoo because it's like our family motto from our family. That's not.
Yeah, so Jackie and I each have tattoos of that motto. Mine has a shamrock. Jackie just has the verse. Our dad has a variation. Our cousins, a bunch of people in our family. So those are all of my tattoos. I have some pretty amazing art on my legs, a couple verses that are more meaningful on my ribs and on my back and on my tum. And so on to Jackie, because I'm so excited for you to see her tattoos. She has some really amazing art as well.
Thanks. So I'll start off with my leg tattoos as well. And yes, these are both on me and Melissa's left leg that we are tatted. My first tattoo on my leg is a little crane, a happy little crane with some little stars around it, and then kind of a red circle in the background just for some cute color. I got this tattoo actually last March, so just a year ago. This tattoo, I wanted one that was a little cutesy, but it also has a lot of meaning to me because, well, one, I love birds and I've always liked cranes, but 2 summers ago I was just studying. I went on a vacation with my boyfriend, and every morning I would get up and watch the sunrise and get ready for my studying because we were at the beach and there was a crane that would come right nearby. And I would take out binoculars and I would just watch this crane, you know, do its little crane thing. And it just made me happy because it was like a really stressful time in studying. But, you know, it was like enjoying just the little beautiful moments of nature and just enjoying some wildlife. This was just a design done by the tattoo artist. I'll link, you know, her IG page right there. She was really awesome. She drew this up for me and it was the perfect level of cutesiness. I thought it was the perfect design. I love the little stars. I love the red in the background. She did it really quickly too. I think it was less than 2 hours and it was a really great experience. The tattoo shop that I went to at that time was just her and one other woman, and the tattoo shop was really cute inside and they were both super nice.
The calmness, but the resilience of a crane is like a really valuable lesson. And I feel like that is kind of who you are as a person.
Aw, thanks. Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's like equal parts just cute. Even if it didn't have some sort of meaning, I still really would have liked it. Because let's just say,
You don't need to have meaning to get a tattoo. If you like it and you think it's cute, that is all the meaning you need.
Exactly. And you know, I think too, there's been a big shift. A lot of people nowadays get tattoos to make themselves feel more comfortable in their skin. There are a lot of people who just get designs because it makes them feel more confident about a certain part of their body. And so I think that's a really important lesson to learn with tattoos, is not to judge anyone. We all get our tattoos for a reason, and even with people getting face tattoos and things like that, you never know who's just trying to feel more comfortable and more confident in their skin. So
it's their skin, not yours. I mean, at the end of the day, it's your body, your choice, no matter what your gender is, and you should just feel comfortable to get anything that you want on your body. Unless, I mean, obviously if it's overtly offensive, then think twice, but yeah, your body is a canvas and you should paint it how you want.
And that's our message for today.
And that's that on that.
Thank you for coming to our temple.
So on to my next one. A Spirited Away tattoo.
I love this one so much.
I love this one so much too. It makes me think of, we watched Spirited Away when we were kids, but we were young. Like, I remembered bits and pieces of it, but I didn't remember, like, the full thing. And then I just went through, like, a lot of, like, traumatic stuff when I was in school. So I feel like Spirited Away is, like, really iconic. If you've never seen it,
Have to. I mean, all of the Studio Ghibli movies are so amazing, so beautiful.
all have deep messages in them, too.
When I saw Spirited Away, when I had rewatched it as an adult, it was, he was going through a lot of things that I wasn't going through, a lot of personal struggles. And I watched the movie, and I just kept thinking the whole time, like, Chihiro reminds me so much of Jackie and so much of what's going on. And in the end, when she finally realizes that it's not even about you don't have to be afraid, it's just that you can be afraid and still push through. All those things that are incorporated in Spirited Away made me think of Jackie. So I love Jackie's tattoo, especially with Haku, because that was such an amazing part of the movie too.
So good. Like, the best part. It's just, the movie is so freaking cute. It hits all the notes. I think it's equally good for kids as it is for adults. Like, any of the Studio Ghibli ones are just iconic.
And it's really awesome because Jackie got that tattoo by someone who we went to college with, who was an amazing artist when we were in college, who decided to start their tattoo journey after that. And I think that just adds to making the tattoo special.
Yeah, and clearly I told him, like, I wanted to be Spirited Away, and I kind of described what I wanted, and he drew it up. He's an artist. He did an amazing job. It is, like, pretty high up on my thigh, so it's kind of funny. I didn't know exactly what to wear, and I picked the absolute wrong thing to wear, because I wore a mini dress, which was fine, but the way I was laying on the table, my whole butt was just out the entire time, because I was in the dress, and I had to pull it up, but he made me feel super comfortable. Like, it wasn't awkward because it was somebody I went to school with. It just made it that much more comfortable. He was like, we can shut the doors so no one's walking by and looking at your butt. And he was just a really, really, really great artist. Great guy.
So she has all the things. She has Haku, Chihiro, Yubaba's talking heads. Everything, and I love it. It's so amazing. It makes me happy to look at.
Oh, thanks. It's pretty high up on my thigh, so it's not one that I get to expose to the world every single day, but I love it so much. It's definitely one of my favorites. I'd say that and the crane are tied for my favorites, but I feel like, everyone, when you get a new tattoo, the newest one is usually your favorite, just because you're like, I love it. But yeah, very pleased with that one.
Love.
On to the next one, the one on my arm. It is also a Bible verse, the classic, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Tried and true message, baby.
Tried and true. And yeah, we grew up pretty religious. I got it on my arm, and I love it so, so much. Even though I'm not as religious as I was back then, it's one that I'll always love. I think the message is strong no matter if you're religious or not. Like, you can do all things.
And you might not be religious in the way that, like, you're not reading the Bible all the time, but you do find strength in a higher power. And
For sure.
A higher power giving you strength. So I think that getting a verse that's meaningful is still important.
I totally agree. I love this one. I like that it's on my arm, and it's kind of, well, I guess I can, like, show it more than the video, but I like that, it's like, I can still, it's not visible all the time for being on my arm, which I like because, I do have to be, like, profesh. So it's easy to cover up with sleeves. I love the placement, the size. It's perfect.
I love the placement.
Thank you. Yeah, big fan of that one. Not a whole lot else to say. Okay, yeah, the one on my back, definitely one of my favorite ones too. I really, really love this one. This one was actually done by, this person's still a professional tattoo artist, but it's one of our best friend's cousins. He was really cool to work with, really great.
Jackie drew this design. So, she drew this design herself. This isn't something that the tattoo artist drew. Like, I don't know how the hell you drew that yourself, but...
Thanks. Yeah, sadly, I don't know if I have the original drawing, because I got this one right around our 21st birthday, or that summer. So, it was... years and years and years ago. I don't think I still have the original design, sadly. But yeah, I sent him the design. We picked out the colors together. I love fish. I love water. And it makes me happy because I drew this. And then after I got it tatted, I didn't realize that it also looks like the Pisces symbol. And clearly we're Pisces. So it just makes me happy. I love the placement. I will say... this was by far my most painful tattoo.
On the spine.
Yeah, up until this point, I didn't think that any of my tattoos really hurt that bad. This one hurt pretty bad. I would say like a 7 out of 10. People do say if you get color, it hurts more because they have to go deeper into the skin. Yeah, the outline, when he did the outline, I was like, it kind of hurt. But when he did the color, it really, really hurt. It just felt right on the bone. It was really sore, like quicker than my other tattoos. But, I'd say it took probably about 3 hours, maybe 4, but well worth it. He did a great job.
I love the colors on it too. I love the way the colors tie in together. That like really winter blue color and then that deep purple. They just look so pretty together. And I really like the way the top of the fish at the very top just peeks out a little bit like on your spine when you're wearing a shirt. Like it peeks up above the collar a little bit.
Thanks.
Very
I love that
feminine.
Part. Thank you. I love that part too. I wanted it to be not on my neck, but I like that a little bit peeks out. If I wear like a deep cut shirt in the back, I think it's really cute. And I'm one of those people, I wear my hair up like 6 days out of 7 in the week. So I really love in the summer wearing a deep cut shirt in the back and putting my hair up and just exposing my tattoo. I do love it. But I mean, what Melissa was saying before, it does make me feel more feminine. It does make me more confident when I'm wearing a low cut shirt. I just feel like I have a little something to show off back there and it just makes me happy.
Serving fish.
And as Melissa said, I do have the one on my foot, and then I have our little family motto right there on my rib cage.
Let's talk about the ribs. Do you think they hurt as much as everyone says?
No, I don't. But I mean, mine is smaller. It's not color. It's just words. But no, I didn't think it hurt that bad.
I don't recall it hurting that bad either. My ribs were my second tattoo, and I think from personal experience, something that people don't tell you is how much those fatty areas really hurt. I think that for me, the fatty areas like the calf and the stomach hurt a lot worse than I anticipated compared to those bony areas, but of course, the shoulder blades, the spine are going to hurt. The tops of your feet are going to hurt. But, they're worth it. Once you get them, they look amazing.
Yeah. I do think that my least painful tattoo was the crane. It's not like you don't have a lot of fat there, but it's not necessarily right on the bone either. So it's kind of an easy place to work with. And for color, I really didn't think that one hurt that bad. But I will say, for whatever reason, it was one where I was getting a lot of leg spasms when she was doing it. Like, my foot kept, like, spasming, I think just because it is, like, on the muscle. So, but it wasn't painful. It was just, I felt bad because every other second I'd be, like, twitching.
Yeah, I think the outer arms and legs are a really great place to start if you're not experienced with tattoos. Those are definitely the least painful, so
I have 6 total. How many do you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
2 that are giant.
Yeah, 2 that are pretty large, but 8 altogether, so that was fun. I like doing that. Let us know if you guys, like I said, if you guys want to hear more If you want it to know, if you want us to just like rank the most painful ones that we have, we can do that.
I think it's a good idea too to talk about kind of the process if you've never like initiated a conversation with a tattoo artist, how you do it without, like being respectful towards them, but also it can be hard if a tattoo artist sends you a design and you don't like it. You kind of feel bad saying that, but like you have to because it's on your body forever. So if you guys want us to talk about the tattoo process, we definitely can do that as well.
That is the video. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in our next video.
Bye.